Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Tennessee Titans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
A lot has changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
The #1 overall pick in April's draft. What an unlikely story to get to that spot. A zero-star recruit out of high school, the University of Incarnate Word, to Washington State, to Miami, and he comes into the league as Division I's record holder for most passing touchdowns in a career with 158. The Tennessee franchise now revolves around him and his development.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
The 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Play action now, Ward. And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28. Byron Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Ward. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On fourth down, on is the veteran, Joey Sly, for the Titans field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Dances by him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s. trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First run now for Kyron Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Ward. That's complete to DK. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10 way up at the 37. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not just a cover guy, Roger McCreary getting back behind the line of scrimmage on that play.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, here's Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They'll run with Pollard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's second and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Here's Ward. This one is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker on to punt for Tennessee. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Rams first down. 2 yards on the play.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you'd think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. In motion right goes Adams. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Out come the Titans now. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor of getting you the ball on this side of the 50, but neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Slant to Adams. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. Touchdown, Rams! Kyron Williams from 3 yards out. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 3. Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a 1st down.
Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now, Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Ward. That's complete to DK. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Ward. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Ward. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air again, Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Off the play fake, Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Second and 2.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and a couple. They go play action with Ward. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, here's Ward. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating him up right now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll send Adams in motion left. To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And the Rams first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
6-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ward now. A final shot before break. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Stafford now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
2nd and 7. Now we give here to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Ward. And this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now, Ward. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back to throw, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To the air again, Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. DK to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Looking to put a drive together. Ward. Swinging this out for Pollard. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They go play action with Ward. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Run from Pollard. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Oftentimes we're praising offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
From the gun on third down, Ward. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. To throw, here's Ward. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Adams, the man in motion left. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Stafford. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Rams, first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Rams.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They go back to the ground with Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try and run for the first with Corum. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. In motion, the tight end. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw is Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And Stafford's going to take it himself. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 93 yards. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Titans will line up.
They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 60 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll try and do this himself.
It's a gain of 18. And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Personal foul.
And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that may turn out to be an ill-advised shot that far downfield. Now it's 4th down. And I don't think you'd call this field goal range. I think you've got to go for it unless you have supreme confidence in your kicker. We'll see what they do.
For the Tennessee field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Stafford. And that That is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans. Down 17-15, 34 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Iomanner. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. That's complete to DK. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.